Hi everyone, this is Nathan with Nathan Nowak Photography. Thanks for coming to my very first video blog. I'm excited about today, and I hope I can do more of these blogs to inform you of what's going on in the world of photography. Today I have some exciting news and something to show you. It's April 4th, 2010, and it's the day after the release of the Apple iPad. And if you all know me, I'm a techie. I need to get the most innovative technology out there. And this was one of them, and I think it's going to be a great device for photographers. So let me show you a little bit about it. It came nicely wrapped, as expected. Apple does a great job with their packaging. Not a lot of wasted material. Pretty much the iPad, a charger, and a USB cable. A few little documents in there, but pretty much not a lot of packaging, which is great for the environment. I also bought a cover for it, which is a nice little carrying case. Also works as a stand. So here you go. First thing I noticed, a little bit heavier than I expected. But technically when you think about it, it is larger than an iPhone and it is practically a computer, but it's not a laptop. So that's one of the things that you kind of have to get over, is the fact that it's not a laptop, but it's not an iPhone. It's the middle one. People have been asking me, why get an iPad? That, you know, an iPhone can't do this or do that, a laptop can do this, can do that. Well, it's a medium. It's the thing in the middle. Why would you buy a laptop? Well, because it does all these things that you need. But if you don't need all of that, then why don't you spend a little less money and get an iPad? Same thing for an iPhone. It does all that an iPhone does, but an iPhone is small. Now that I've been holding this thing, it's substantial. It completely is heavier and larger screen than the iPhone. So when you're looking at it, it feels better and bigger. Now, other things to note is there are not that many applications that come with it. You do have to download any applications, including the iBookstore. So far I've only downloaded a few free books, and I don't really intend to use this as a book reader, at least not for now. My main purpose of the iPad is actually going to be my portfolio. It's an excellent addition to showing your digital portfolio when you go on consultations or meetings. And I think this is apparent. Most photographers are probably thinking this. So you get the wow factor of handing this to a client and they can just instantly scroll through your photos, and you know, there can be a slideshow, they can zoom in, they can look at different types of categories. I mean, it's really going to be a great device for that. As far as other devices for photographers, so far there aren't that many. I really expect the developers, though, will be coming out with more and more devices out there. There is a company called Pro Photo Apps that creates this application, a custom application for your iPhone. And that allows you to actually make some branding and make a specific application specific for your company that will allow users to download it, book sessions, inquiries about possible dates for weddings, things like that. It's a pretty neat thing. I hope someday that they also allow it to be able to do digital signatures on contracts, things like that. That would be a great device as well. But as you can see, pretty much all the applications that I've downloaded on here are things that I would normally use on my iPhone. I use like Twitter. I use there's a Starbucks locator because you gotta have a place for meetings. Yelp for great restaurants if you're wanting to look around for that. There's also my news on here. I got the AP, the LA Weekly, NPR, and then of course a couple crosswords. One thing I didn't know about when I purchased this is that Netflix had come out with an application that allows you, if you have a membership, to watch all their instant queue movies. So you can instantly watch movies on here from Netflix streaming over the internet. I got the 32 gig Wi-Fi version. The 3G version won't be coming out until later. It's actually a little more pricey, and also there's a AT&T coverage plan that you have to purchase. I believe it's about $29.99 for an unlimited usage per month. For me, that's a little too expensive. I don't find myself really using a laptop or any other application out in the open without Wi-Fi. If I do, I'll just use my iPhone. But it would be nice to have that capabilities. Say you could have a consultation at any place, technically, anywhere that doesn't have Wi-Fi. And that would be kind of neat. So now I'd like to show you the photo slideshow application, just so you can see it. You've probably seen it on the internet, but it definitely works well. I've already preloaded a few albums on here from iTunes. It was really simple. I just made it a 1024 by 768 photo, so it doesn't take up much space, which is nice. As you can see, you have photos. You can click directly on the photo. It expands. People can cycle through the photo one by one. If you want to go back to your albums, you can keep going back to the base level. If you want to get a preview of what's in an album, you can spread your fingers just a little bit like that. A little bit in there. No, that's not the photo I was looking for. Oh, there's the photo I was looking for. And you can also just do the slideshow where it does it automatically. It also does it to music if you like. But again, you'd have to, have the speaker on this thing is not the best. It's great as far as an iPhone speaker, and but it's not going to be a full presentation speaker. You can also change the duration, the dissolves, things like that. Again, it really depends on what your clients are going to want. They just might want to go cycle through them as quick as possible that way. But as far as the portfolio, I think it's going to be really a great device. You just put it in front of a client like that, and boom, there you go. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for me. I'm going to play around with this a little more and see what other applications are out there. I definitely want to keep you guys informed and updated on what new applications and tools are out there for this iPad, as well as photography-related blogs. So please come back, please check it out, leave some comments, see what you like. If you have any questions specifically on the iPad, feel free to ask me. I'll play around with it and see if I can answer anything for you. Thanks again for stopping by, and have a great week.